So I was talking back. So when I saw it yesterday, it's a little bit more bold than the first one, the older one. Yeah, it does look different. Okay, we're back again. Battery died on me. So yes, we're looking at the Virgin HT from my 11 year on YouTube, celebrating it with this set and these two mic coaches. I was going to put it all back in the set, but it's been in that box for a while, so I didn't want to do it all over again. So we are looking at the Virgin HT in the old Virgin livery. And of course she was put into service in the 90s, very early 90s. Between 1972, with the British Railways, put into service in 1987, and retired in 1993. So she runned probably about 40 years, 50 years almost, before she got retired, before Voyagers took over them, which, in my opinion, the Voyagers are not as nice, but the HSTs are always railway legends, always. So, we've got the instruction manuals, which is just quite old, but we also got the how to lubricate your bogies and how to move the bracket screws around the back of the unit to lift up the body shelves if you need to do so for servicing your train, and of course move the fan screws if you want to attach the bogies back on. So that's good and dandy. Let's take a look at the train itself. There we go. She's very old. Yes, the yellow is faded, and yes, she has run in. Did that off camera some time ago. I've had it since April, so yeah, I have had her for about a month and a half. But I saved her for this particular day. So where will you start? Obviously she's the older design with the almost a glass effect headlights and there is cab detail in the cab, but obviously you can't see much inside of the cab because obviously, you know, unless I put the light on, you might be able to see the cab better now. There we go. Not great, but it's there. But yeah, you can see delivery. She doesn't look too bad for her age. She's an old Virgin set, so you can imagine she is getting on. So that is the training car. We will get on to the power car next before we take a look at the coaches. And there is the power car. Exactly the same as the other unit, but this one's got a printed nameplate on her. If the camera's going to pick it out or not. No, I will probably put the picture of the nameplate on to YouTube later on my phone because the quality is better on the phone. And yeah, pretty much the same, but this one has been oiled pretty recently, so she'll run really smoothly. Right. And some people are going to ask if she has opening doors, and the answer is yes. She has opening doors, spring-loaded doors. So if you wanted to, you can have a little door wedge or something, hold the door open while the driver gets in, which is pretty cool. So next up, we got the coaches. Now, the coaches are much older. I'm just going to pop the camera down on my lap while get one of the coaches out. There's the box. Like that. There we go. I'm going to turn the light off. But yes, this is the Mark II coaches, not the Mark IIIs you're used to seeing on the 43s. These are the old Mark IIs. But you see them on the rail tours a lot more now. But this is the Virgin livery HST coaches. And consider this as an old set, it does have some under detail. Consider its age. It's not painted, but it is there. And the great thing is, these came with the train. It came with those units. So all I paid extra was for the postage, which was pretty nice. So it's nice that it came with these two coaches. I'm assuming this is a luggage. It's coach A. So I'm not sure if A was first, but I think it looks like it could be a guard coach, and the people and the passengers would be in this middle there. But C1, yeah, don't see many C1s anymore, except from Bodmin maybe, and some rail tours that carry them, but generally they don't tend to be as present on the main line. Then again, we've got one more carriage to show you on camera before we get her running, and I won't be doing any more model railway videos for a couple of weeks after this one. So obviously it's just this one for a little while before I do my next unboxing. We're probably going to do it after I come back from holiday. Hopefully my next one will be Grand Central. So another mark, possibly first. Coachy was first in the point, but obviously Virgin, I'm not sure it was first. Possibly second open coach, maybe. Loads of tables, and a variety of others. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, it's basic detail, but it is there, which is nice. But these little lights that are supposed to be like lit up orange when departure time is obviously just painted on. And it does have little etched handrails on the side of the coach, which you don't see on the modern coaches. And they also have these square buffers, which is quite interesting. So, the next bit we're going to do is to get a hall set up onto the track and get it going. And you guys can have your own thoughts and opinions on this set when she runs. This will be about 15-16 minutes long. Not very long, but just long enough to do this video for today. And yes, this training has been a long time waiting for a running session of the train. Right, let's get the train car on the back. I'll switch on the power supply very shortly. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I've still got other things to do today. So we'll crack on, get this uploaded, well, edited and uploaded, so you guys can watch. Am I taking her with me on holiday? I actually don't know. She may stay here for that time I'm away, but she might come back. I think I'll get it sorted for now. Anyway, back to the country. I think it's still there in that corner. So, I will leave it here for you, and I hope you guys enjoy this video of the celebration of the 11 I've been on YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I will catch you guys in a proper running video with them. Hopefully sometime I come back from holiday. It will be around the 13th. I might do one in the beginning of June, possibly, when I'm out on holiday, but we'll see. But my first proper holiday video will be on the 15th. Possibly Tuesday night, and maybe a weekend after I come back. She's not bad. So take care and make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn post notifications, and make sure you keep up to date to my videos, especially my shorts. Got some more shorts coming up very shortly over the next few weeks. Until then, have a great day. Peace out.
Oh, she's going slow. He really was just behind Javelin. My foot on the yellow line. Here he comes. there. We're gonna have to walk. Hang on. Yep, it is. This is dining. No, this is the first class as well, isn't it? Yeah, because they kept going over the yellow line. Very silly. Nearly empty it is. Caerphilly! Caerphilly is 004. Always forget. Caerphilly. See, it's taken me all this time just to work out which ones are which, and now they're going off the line. Running better than the ROG. The ROG looked like it was sick.